All right, everyone, buckle up because OpenAI is back at it again with their 12 Days of Shipmas event. And let me tell you, day one did not disappoint. It's like they dumped a whole Santa sack of AI goodies right out of the gate. So let's dive right in and unpack the biggest reveals and what they mean for you.
Yeah, it's like they knew exactly what they were doing. Dropping all these bombshells on day one, definitely a good way to get everyone talking.
Oh, they definitely got people talking, especially with the launch of ChatGPT Pro. This new subscription service is going to set you back $200 a month. It's not exactly your casual impulse buy, but it seems like OpenAI is making a move to target those serious users, the professionals and businesses who need the absolute best AI has to offer.
It's like a difference between a regular gym membership and one of those fancy boutique fitness studios. Both get you working out, but the whole experience and what you get out of it is on a different level. ChatGPT Plus is still around for $20 a month, which is great for casual users, but this ChatGPT Pro, that's for the AI powerlifters out there.
So what exactly makes ChatGPT Pro so pro? Well, for starters, they've unleashed a brand new AI model called O1. Now, you might remember Strawberry, that experimental model they were testing a while back. Well, think of O1 as its super brainy older sibling, and it can handle some seriously complex stuff.
Yeah, O1 isn't just a small step forward. We're talking about a giant leap in AI capabilities. Like, imagine you need to understand a really dense legal document. The kind that would normally take hours to decipher. O1 can analyze it and summarize the key points in a snap, something that previous models really struggled with. We're talking faster processing, more accurate answers, and a level of reasoning ability that's kind of mind-blowing.
I'm starting to think O1 could analyze all of OpenAI's announcements from these 12 days and summarize them better than we can. But speaking of making things easier, ChatGPT Pro users also get access to something called O1 Pro mode. I'm picturing like a turbocharged version of the model ready to handle anything you throw at it.
Pretty much spot on. It's like they gave O1 an extra shot of espresso. This O1 Pro mode lets users tap into even more computing power, which opens up some crazy possibilities. We could see scientific research being accelerated by AI-powered analysis, intricate problems solved with just a few lines of code. Heck, maybe we'll even see movie visual effects created almost instantly. The potential is enormous.
It really feels like we're standing on the edge of something huge here. A whole new era of AI is about to unfold.
I'm with you on that. Makes you wonder what they could possibly have up their sleeve for the rest of these 12 days.
Well, hold on to your hats because they also announced Sora, and this one is a real game changer. Sora can actually generate videos from text prompts. You heard that right. You write what you want to see, and Sora brings it to life. Let's say you type a cat wearing a tiny hat playing the drums. Boom, Sora creates a video of exactly that with animation and movement.
Pretty incredible, right? OpenAI is diving headfirst into video creation with Sora, and the implications are huge. Think personalized educational videos created in seconds, filmmakers storyboarding scenes with just a few keystrokes. The possibilities are pretty much endless.
I'm already imagining personalized movie trailers based on my favorite books. The future is getting wild. But before we get too carried away with all the fancy new toys for pro users, OpenAI also announced the ChatGPT Pro Grant Program. They're giving free access to ChatGPT Pro to researchers and professionals working in fields like medicine, education, and technology.
It's a smart move on their part. Not only does it make them look good, socially conscious, but it also gives them access to a wider range of data and real-world use cases from people on the front lines. It's a win-win for OpenAI and for those trying to tackle some of humanity's biggest challenges.
So let's recap. We've got a premium subscription service, an AI model that's basically a super genius, and a video generation tool that sounds like it came straight out of a sci-fi movie. And this is just day one. What do you think OpenAI could possibly have planned for the rest of these 12 days of shipments?
Honestly, I have no clue, but I can't wait to find out.
Stay tuned, folks, because we'll be back soon with more AI adventures from day two.
Okay, but before we get too caught up in all the hype and excitement, it's worth noting that OpenAI is being pretty strategic about how they're rolling out this O1 model.
Yeah, I guess they learned their lesson from that whole ChatGPT launch debacle. Remember the server meltdowns and the endless wait lists?
Exactly. This time, they're taking a more cautious approach, a phased rollout. So as of right now, O1 is only available to ChatGPT Plus and Team users.
So no AI apocalypse this time around. Our servers can breathe a sigh of relief.
At least for now, Enterprise and eDO users should be getting access next week. This staggered release allows them to kind of manage demand and, tweak things as needed, gather feedback from actual users.
That makes sense. It's like a soft opening for a restaurant before the grand unveiling. You got to work out the kinks, make sure everything runs smoothly before you open the floodgates.
Exactly. It shows a commitment to quality and stability, even when they're introducing such groundbreaking tech.
So let's shift gears for a sec. We've talked a lot about O1, which is obviously huge, but then there's this whole Sora thing.
Yeah.
This video generation tool that sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Should we all be prepping for Sora to take over Hollywood?
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Sora is definitely a game changer, but it's important to remember that this technology is still in its very early stages. The potential is enormous, but it'll be interesting to see how it evolves and what kind of creative uses people come up with once it becomes more widely available.
I'm trying to wrap my head around it. What are some concrete examples of how Sora could be used? Besides, the inevitable explosion of cat videos set to epic soundtracks.
Okay, so imagine teachers being able to create, personalized interactive lessons with just a few keystrokes. Or filmmakers storyboarding complex scenes in seconds. You could even use it for personalized advertising. Like, let's say you describe your dream vacation, and then boom, Sora generates a video showcasing exactly what you're looking for.
Wow, that's next level stuff. So we've got ChatGPT Pro O1 Sora. It seems like OpenAI is really aiming to dominate the entire AI landscape.
They're definitely making some bold moves, and it's not just about developing, cutting-edge tech. They're also thinking about accessibility, making sure these tools are available to a wider audience. And that's where this ChatGPT Pro grant program comes in.
Right. Tell us more about that program. What's the thinking behind it?
It's a pretty brilliant initiative, actually. They're giving free access to ChatGPT Pro to researchers and professionals in key sectors, like medicine, education, technology. It serves a couple of really important purposes. First, it shows that they're committed to social responsibility, making sure these advancements benefit society as a whole. And second, it gives them access to a much wider range of data and real-world use cases from people who are actually out there on the front lines.
It's kind of like a win-win. They get valuable data and feedback, and researchers and professionals get access to these powerful tools that could potentially revolutionize their fields.
Precisely. It's a forward-thinking strategy that could have a major impact on how AI is developed and used in the years to come.
Okay, so we've got a clearer picture now of how these new tools are being rolled out. But with all this talk about AI advancements, it's hard not to think about the potential downsides. Are there any aspects of this that make you nervous?
That's a really important question. While these advancements are definitely exciting, it's crucial that we consider the potential implications both positive and negative. For example, as AI becomes more sophisticated and capable of automating tasks, we need to think about the impact on jobs and the workforce. What happens when machines can do things that humans used to do?
That's a valid concern. Are we headed towards a future where robots are taking over all our jobs? Should we be worried?
It's not necessarily about robots taking over, but it's more about how we adapt and evolve alongside these technologies. It's crucial that we invest in education and training programs that equip people with the skills they need to thrive in a future where AI plays a much bigger role.
It's like we're navigating uncharted territory here. There's so much potential, but also a lot of uncertainty about what the future holds.
Exactly, and that's precisely why these conversations are so important. We need to be aware of the potential challenges and think critically about how we can harness the power of AI for good, while also mitigating any potential risks.
This all feels very big picture and a bit overwhelming, honestly. What can the average person do to stay informed and make sense of all this?
That's a great question. First and foremost, stay curious. There are tons of resources available both online and offline. Reputable news sources, research institutions, online communities dedicated to AI. Don't be afraid to dig in and learn as much as you can.
So it's about taking ownership of our understanding of AI rather than just passively observing as it unfolds.
Absolutely. Engage in conversations about AI with your friends, family, colleagues. The more we talk about it, the better equipped we'll be to navigate these complexities and ensure that AI is developed and used responsibly.
This has been a whirlwind of information. We've covered premium subscriptions, next-level AI models, video generation, even delved into some of the broader societal implications. So what's next on the agenda for our deep dive?
Well, OpenAI still has 11 more days of reveals planned for this whole 12 days of shipmess extravaganza. Who knows what surprises they have in store? But for now, let's shift our focus to something a little more grounded.
Sounds good to me. Let's take a closer look at the specific features and capabilities of ChatGPT Pro and see how it stacks up against the standard ChatGPT Plus offering. Okay, so we've explored all these shiny new AI toys, talked about their potential impact on jobs and the economy, and even dipped our toes into the ethical considerations. But what now? Where do we go from here? OpenAI still has 11 more days of surprises up their sleeve with this 12 days of ship maze thing. What are you most curious about? What do you hope to see unveiled in the coming days?
What really intrigues me is how OpenAI is going to continue to bridge that gap between cutting-edge research and practical real-world applications. Will they unveil tools that empower everyday people like you and me to use AI in ways we haven't even thought of yet? Or maybe we'll see some breakthroughs in AI safety and transparency that address some of the concerns we've already talked about. I'm on the edge of my seat waiting to see what they come up with.
One thing that really struck me amidst all these announcements was OpenAI's focus on accessibility, like the ChatGPT Pro grant program. That's a fantastic example. They're really trying to make sure these powerful AI tools don't just benefit a select few, but are available to a wider audience.
Absolutely. Democratizing access to AI is crucial if we want to ensure that its benefits are shared broadly and that it doesn't worsen existing inequalities. It's encouraging to see OpenAI taking concrete steps to make that happen.
It's like they're walking this tightrope between pushing the limits of what's possible with AI while also making sure it remains a force for good. It's a delicate balance, for sure, but it seems like they're approaching it with a lot of thought and care.
I agree. It's a balance that we all need to be aware of as AI becomes more deeply integrated into our lives. We have a collective responsibility to shape the future of AI in a way that benefits all of humanity.
So for our listeners out there who are feeling inspired and want to learn more and maybe even get involved in shaping the future of AI, what advice would you give them? Where should they start?
Oh, there are so many great resources out there, both online and off. Check out reputable news outlets, research institutions, online communities that are dedicated to AI ethics and policy. Those are excellent places to start to really wrap your head around this complex and rapidly evolving field.
Those are great suggestions. And I'd add that just talking about AI with friends, family, and colleagues is super valuable too. The more we discuss these issues, the more aware we all become and the better prepared we'll be to navigate the challenges and opportunities that AI brings.
I completely agree. Those conversations are vital to fostering a broader understanding of AI and its implications. Who knows, maybe some of our listeners will be inspired to become the next generation of AI innovators, researchers, or ethicists.
Would be surprised at all. The future of AI is still being written, and we all have a part to play in shaping it. So as we wrap up this deep dive, let's leave our listeners with one final thought-provoking question.
Okay, I like it. Here's the question. As AI continues to evolve at this incredible pace, what role do you see yourself playing in its development and its impact on the world? And what steps can you take both individually and collectively to make sure that AI is used to benefit humanity?
Wow, that's a powerful question. It's definitely something to ponder. And it's a question that we'll keep exploring together in future deep dives as we continue to journey through this exciting and often uncharted landscape of AI. So until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay engaged.